Tony Lewis is concerned about the future of Stoney Field. In this special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I speak exclusively with Tony one-on-one. And be sure to download the free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores. Tony Lewis.
Yes, sir, Mr. Quintin Washington. It's a pleasure and always an honor to be in your presence, sir.
I appreciate this,
yes,
really. And you know, the talk around town right now
yes, sir,
is about the future of Stoney Field.
Yes, sir.
And I understand that you read an article in the Chronicle about the future of Stoney Field.
Yes, sir.
And they spoke to former Burke High School coach Earl Brown,
right,
and of course Peter Lawrence,
the former president of that neighborhood. Yes, sir.
And I understand that you had some concerns about that.
Yes, I did, because I brought those gentlemen in. Matter of fact, I informed those gentlemen about Stoney Field situation because I was on it, and I'm staying on it, and I'm not going nowhere. Because folks figure that, you know, let it linger, they'll forget about it. But now, Tony Lewis is like an elephant, he don't forget nothing. And that's how I'm always going to be, you know, especially when it comes to Burke High School football field. Because I'm tired of those scholars, the staff, the community suffering because of politics.
And from my understanding, when you left the comment on the Chronicles page, you said this, quote, "Why isn't nobody consulting me with me? I'm one of the ones who had all the key players to the table to talk about Stoney Field. I called the mayor's office, the parks department, and Charleston County School District's capital project director, as well as county school board member Todd Garrett.
Yes, sir.
I went and I had copies of designs of Stoney Field. I informed folks about who was coming to my meeting. So why are you all overlooking me about the situations about Stoney Field?"
Yes.
So tell me, and you said that you would enlighten them on the situation. What is the situation with Stoney Field now?
Well, they're getting everything together now, Mr. Washington. They're getting the money together. The city is working along with the county. And I told them, I said, listen, in my last board meeting, I'd like to have the county superintendent, Charleston County superintendent, Dr. Postaway, Mayor John Tecklenburg, in the city of Charleston, the Parks Department, and our capital projects director. So everybody can be there. And also, if College of Charleston want to use it, have somebody to represent them and the Citadel. Because I'm not going to let them play this little mind game and this little politics stuff about my scholars at Burke High School. Enough of that.
And according to Earl Brown, he told this to the Chronicle Report, what they're proposing is not what we asked for. So what are they asking for now?
Well, I don't know what he's asking for, but what we're asking for, a brand new stadium. Because the fact is, everybody else has a stadium. You have schools just come up out of the ground. West Ashley High School, brand new stadium. You got Stall High School, brand new stadium. Everybody in Burke looked overlooked. Because I'm going to tell you what the fact is. It's a predominant black school. But if it's my little white brothers and sisters been back there, or it would have been had a college stadium, major college stadium, long time ago back there, to accommodate everybody. Okay?
And earlier you talked about some progress with Stoney Field.
Yes, sir.
And in my 5 or 6 interviews with you, you told me, say, no more patching.
No more patching, no repair, no band-aid, a brand new stadium. Because if you can afford it to other schools and other scholars, Burke scholars and schools should be in that conversation too. And,
you know, I look back at the article that Barney Blakely from the Chronicle wrote about Stoney Field.
Right.
And Arthur Lawrence basically said, you know, in regards to the new football stadium, he said this quote, "The same thing that happened at Lincoln will happen at Burke," Lawrence predicts. He also says this quote, "Parents need to fight for something. They can do that by supporting or refusing to support elected officials who address the needs of Burke students." When you hear that, what do you say?
Well, what I say is, they're tired of the same old song and dance. Because if I'm hearing the same thing over and over, I'm not going to support it. Per se, a parent, okay? Because they figure they're going to do what they want to do anyway. So that's why the parents are not saying nothing. Because they don't feel like their voice are being heard. But thank God through me, first of all, thank Yahweh through me, that their voices is going to be heard. I'm going to be their ears, eyes, and voice, and bring it back to them. So they wouldn't have to do so much about fighting. Okay? And when I do need them, I'll call on these parents, ask them to come out and support me. And I'll be the one that stand up at the battlefield.
As a matter of fact, the Chronicle writes this: Early estimates for a new stadium at Stoney Field nearly 2 decades ago topped out about $10 million. The district now anticipates spending anywhere from about $25 million to $35 million for new stadiums in North Charleston and Mount Pleasant, respectively. So how much would Stoney Field cost in your mind?
Stoney Field should range around at least about $8-9 million at the most. Okay? At the most, I said, and I give it take 10.
Okay.
I said 10. It should be with everything, and I have the design, how I've got the 1 cent sales tax information right here.
Right.
Which all that was on here when they came to the general public and asked the general public about putting all these projects on for that $500 million. Stoney Field was on here. It's a number, if you look at it, here it is, number, number 24, improvement of Stoney Field.
Right.
No more improvement. No more improvement. And I have the capital project information here for about Stoney Field, Mr. Washington, here, and Burke is in this. I have the study of Stoney Field, pages and pages, by Davison and Floyd, here in my hand, and this is how they propose Stoney Field to look when it's finished, Mr. Washington. This is how they propose it to look.
Now, how long will that take in your mind?
Mr. Washington, it shouldn't take long if folks, because the same folks who built Joe Rowley Stadium, sir,
Right.
they dealt with this kind of situation. And furthermore, Joe Rowley Stadium is much closer to the swamps versus Stoney Field. Okay? So if we can put money in these other schools, other stadiums, and bowling stadiums, that suffice to these scholars in other schools, why not Burke and their scholars? Okay? And here you got a group that Jumper, Carter, Cecil, and Architect, they made for this. They deal with this kind of issue and concerns. I'm understood what that Stoney Field has. They can come right there and fix up Stoney Field with no problem. Do a great job with Stoney Field. And I have all the information here. Everything. This has by the swamps. And look at it. Brand new stadium. You folks built.
Now, I know you talked about Dr. Postford earlier.
Yes.
What's your message to her and the school board right now?
My message to her and the school board is a brand new stadium. We're not going to let you play around with our scholars at Burke High School, the staff, the community, and the stakeholders. Because this Stoney Field can be a great asset to the community by having a track inside where folks can go and walk and stay fit and trim and safe at the same time. So it can pay big dividends out to the community by keeping folks healthy. Okay? And that goes to Mayor John Tecklenburg. That goes to the College Charleston if they want to use it. And the Citadel. All of them putting money in this. And our representative, Mr. Todd Garrett, I spoke to him Saturday at Charleston Math and Science graduation. And we spoke about it. And he reassured me. He said, we should be turning dirt. That's what he said, turning dirt in November. That's exactly what Mr. Garrett said to me at the graduation. So I said, okay, Mr. Garrett, I'm going to be watching. And I said, Mr. Garrett, I don't care what it is. I want to be sitting at the table with everything going on with Stoney Field. Okay? Not only Stoney Field, but any situation going on with these schools downtown. Because when these parents come and ask me questions, I want to be able to answer them, not look dumbfounded and not answer them, because they're the one put me there to do their bidding, okay, for my father and his people, and that's what I'm there for. I'm not there to make no friends with nobody, but taking care of him and his people business, especially our scholars at Burke High School.
And I know you talk about scholars and you talk about schools.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how you love to help the community and
Yes, sir.
schools. But you also still have a problem with you being on trespass notice from what I understand.
Yes. How do I stay on trespass notice when your accusations didn't pan out, and it was all about a ploy to keep me from off the county school board, okay? Because y'all went up to all of my grandson and all, okay? You scarred him, you try to scar him, but you can't scar him because he's smart, intelligent, and he's wise, okay? And again, here you got 7 board members met Dr. Postlewaite. Give her the job. But no problem. Nobody said nothing about that. That's total unethical and illegal. Hey, you got Mayor Raleigh, former mayor of the city of Charleston, met up the Charity Baptist Church where Reverend Nelson Rivers reside,
Right.
and with 7 board members to get postal weight extension on their contract. That's illegal, but nobody's saying nothing about that. Okay? Then here you got our esteemed mayor. He's got a situation. Nobody's saying nothing about that. I love Mayor Raleigh. Tecklenburg. Me and Tecklenburg good friends. But how do I get put on trespass for allegations that wasn't true, but everybody else get a slap on the wrist and a pass? How did that come about? I got a problem with that. And I'm calling on the 9 board members and Dr. Postaway to take me off of this trespass because it's foolishness. And I'm going to these schools because, again, these are my scholars. These are their parents' investment and my future. And I'm going to fight for them all till my eyes close. So I want y'all to understand that.
And you talk about the scholars in the future. I know that one of your scholars has a personal story to tell.
Yes.
He just graduated.
Yeah, well, I got a young man from Haiti. He went to Charleston Math and Science 4 years ago. Thank the Yahweh, I hope got him in there. He graduated Saturday, going. Now, Thursday, I got 3 young ladies graduating from West Ashley High School. 2 by way of North Charleston who was having problems. Took them over there at West Ashley. They're graduating. One from Burke High School. She's graduating from West Ashley. 3 young ladies graduating Thursday morning, 8:30. Then I got a young man I've been dealing with for some years. He's over at School of Arts. He's graduating 7 o'clock that night, Thursday night. So I'm very proud. Then here on Friday, 3:30 at Burke High School, I got numerous scholars graduating. And I had a part in their life. So I'm so thankful because they're going on to the next, embarking on the next level of their lives. Okay? So I'm so proud. And that's what board members should want, our leaders should want. To see these scholars going doing bigger and better things. Walking around, I want to see them walk around with briefcases, suits on, ties on, instead of ducking behind a building because they're shooting at me or shooting at somebody. See? So we all should be held accountable for the actions of these scholars. Because if we make sure they're academic inclined, we wouldn't have to arrive at them being criminalized out here and making these mistakes.
And I understand that, well, you know this too, but Jake Rambo's running for one of the East Cooper seats on the Charleston County School Board. When you hear that, what goes to your mind? Well,
it's a great thing, because I know what Jake Hart is at. Jake Hart is about these scholars, and I know Jake's going to fight for them. He's going to fight. He's not going to just lay down and let people do what they want to do. And Jake will have a great following behind him of folks support him with whatever endeavors he's doing to help these scholars to be successful.
Let me get back to Stoney Field. Obviously, this concept came about in 1995.
Right.
And here we are in 2018. In the next 5 years, what do you want the headline to be about Stoney Field in your mind?
I want it to be Stoney Field has finally been built to accommodate the scholars at Burke High School, the staff, the community, and the stakeholders. That's what I want it to be.
Tony Lewis, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, my brother. It's always a pleasure and honor being the presence of a king like you, Brother Quintin. Thank you.
Likewise.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. God is great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yahweh is awesome, brother.
Exactly.